Hi everyone. My name is Thomas Sylvester. I live at 283 Church Street in Pascoag, Rhode Island. I'm one of the plaintiffs who originally sued to have the well shut. A few comments I'd like to make / observations. When we talk about suing the PUD, when something goes wrong, Mr. Kirkwood has entered into agreement, essentially who is the PUD? It's a quasi-state government agency which is funded by the actual people who use its utilities, who actually use its water. So to answer your question, who will be sued? Who will pay for that litigation? It will be all of you. It will be all of you. If you use their water, if you use their electricity, it will come out of your rates, period. I find it beyond belief that they would sign an agreement in any way, shape, or form saying that they would be responsible for anything once it leaves their property. I'm not in favor of the well being opened whatsoever, obviously, but you would think that at least that they were going to say we will be responsible, it would be to where it leaves the property. After that...
But that's what they did.
That's what they did?
Use that AC
When this all goes down and something goes wrong, we will be the ones holding the bill for all of this.
Yeah.
Besides having been a plaintiff with the water supply, I also wanted to make note that I also spend lots of time up at the youth camps up in town, at the Boy Scout camps. Ray Andreosa earlier this evening, he was one of my scouts that made Eagle. In volunteering my time there, I also act as a host, where people come from all over the state of Rhode Island. They come from Massachusetts and Worcester to use our facilities. I take with pride when they stand there and they say, oh my God, I couldn't believe how many stars I saw last night. And in my head, all I can think is they're going to light up 65 acres. They're going to clear cut 65 acres. And I would hope for security reasons they would light this thing up like the lightest football field you would ever see. There goes the sky. Other kids say, gee, I couldn't believe that I could hear the sounds that night, like the peepers. When does spring come? Is it a time on the calendar? Or is it when you stand outside and you say, oh my God, the peepers. Then it's, gee, I can smell spring coming to life. They come up and they make observations about this and comments. So when we talk of noise regulations, you're talking about taking away the peepers. When you talk about pollutants, smells in the air, you're talking about taking away the smells of spring. We use those woods as scouts throughout there to train. As a matter of fact, just this weekend, we came back, we went to the Prezi Range in New Hampshire. We hiked 5 peaks, went over 20 some odd miles, and you know where we trained for that? We trained for that coming down through Douglas, down the Mid-State Trail, then down the North-South Trail. I take my boys up there 6 times a year that we go and we camp there. It's ludicrous that this land is going to be potentially used for a power plant. Also on top of it, I would like to say that experts saying that they do not have an opinion on traffic surveys and things of that nature, to me sounds like they don't want to have the question answered because they know people will not like what the answer of it is. Church Street will turn into Route 44. They will have to widen that. The sidewalks will be gone. Down by CVS, that whole intersection will have to be redone. I would hope the board at this point put some type of input if this is going to happen, that traffic lights obviously be installed in and all amongst this. It's going to lose its character. It definitely will. That's it for me for now. Thank you very much.